Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the South Carolina Gamecocks Dynasty here on College Football 26. Today, we inch ever so close to the end of season number 4 here in Carolina. We have 4 more games left to go, 2 in today's episode, 2 in the next episode, and then we will be on to Conference Championship Week, hopefully, and then obviously onto the playoffs and onto the National Championship, as that's the goal. We didn't win the National Championship last year. We got to get back. So in the last episode, we've been really focusing on Bo Jackson. He's been absolutely dominating on the ground the past couple of weeks. After having somewhat of a slow start, we were more of a passing offense at the beginning of the year, and we still kind of are a passing offense more so this year. But the past couple of games, Bo Jackson has been absolutely killing it on the ground. And that's got himself into the Heisman race. So we're going to obviously try to keep having good games with Bo Jackson, see if we can win a Heisman Trophy with him, because obviously we didn't win it last year with DJ Braswell. So we're trying to get back into the Heisman with one of our players. The first 2 years, obviously, with Nick Harbor. But the rest of the team's been playing great. Bryce Underwood's been amazing. The receiving core has been great. The defense has been fairly good. We're undefeated. We're the number 1 team in the country. We should be really good. So, if you go to enjoy, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help me get there and join the Juice Club. That would be much appreciated. Let's get into it. Weeks 10 and 11 in today's video. It's not against teams that are that good, but it is EA Sports at the end of the day. You never know. In the first game, we will take on LSU, who is having a pretty down year. We do have to go to their place, but shouldn't be much of a problem. They're 4-5. They're not having that great of a year at all. And if we come over here to the schedule, we have LSU and Arkansas, or as I like to call them, Arkansas, in the doubleheader today. And then next episode, it is Oklahoma and Clemson, obviously in our rivalry game. So these 2 games are a little bit more important than these 2 games, but all of them are important because we want to be undefeated, we want to win the SEC, all that kind of stuff. If we take a look at the bracket right now, we are the number 1 seed, as we should be, and Georgia is the number 3 seed. We played Georgia this year, right? Did we play Georgia this year? Yeah, we did, and we beat them. We're the only loss they have. We beat them 35-28 in a recent episode, a couple episodes ago. So, pretty awesome. Love to see it. If we go to recruiting, good old-fashioned recruiting, we did lose the commitments of Dom Antoine and Derek Bischetti, to Alabama and Notre Dame, respectively, without even going on campus to either of the schools they committed to, which still unbelievably frustrates me, but there's nothing I can do about it. So, those 2 guys are here. The only reason they're still on the board is because I have hope that they decommit, but I don't think they will. So once we get to the offseason, then we'll take them off the board. But I have them on here for now. As far as the guys that actually committed to us, we have Martin Baguette. Yes, I'm going to call him that. We have Yosefa Pena, Matthias Dykes, Rashad Wells, Frederick Boggs, Storm Dubois, Tavon Kilgo, Cade Fusaro. That is our entire recruiting class so far. It's a lot of 5 stars. It's a lot of 5 stars already. And a chance for some more 5 stars, including Trevor Darling, Manny Cutler, Frederick Burgess, Maurice Brittingham, Clayton McMichael, and Josh Flanagan, and Deron Harvin, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get in him. There's a lot of 5 stars on this board yet. This is one of the deepest into the season I've ever been, with all these 5 stars still undecided. Like this guy, Josh Creed's still not even in his top 5 yet. So we're deep into the season with still a chance to get some 5 stars. Now, Manny Cutler, Alabama did surpass us last episode, and he's probably just going to commit. We've seen this happen countless times, where they just commit to schools without even going on campus. We saw it with the 2 guys at the top of the board. So there's nothing I can do. He's just going to go to Alabama. He was already on campus for us. We're just going to lose him. But we still have a good chance for some other guys. So we'll see if we can secure those commitments. Let's take on LSU, though. I'm ready to go. We've done all the recap we need to do. We're going on the road to Death Valley. Is it the real Death Valley or is it Clemson's Death Valley? Who knows what the real Death Valley is, but we're going there anyway. And you know what? I kind of like the white helmet, so they're going to wear those, which means we got to wear blackouts because we can't wear white helmets as well. Where's our black? There it is. Okay, so we're going into the Lion's Den, literally. I guess Tiger's Den. We're going into the Tiger's Den to take down LSU. They're not having a great season. We need to capitalize on that and absolutely crush them. We will start with the football on the road. Death Valley. Death Valley adjacent, I guess. We need to keep Bo Jackson in the running for the Heisman, so we got to have a good day with him. It's a nice day, though. And there it is. Speaking of, Bo Jackson in the running for the... Bo Jackson? Is that what I said? Bo Jackson, the son of Jack, is in the running for the Heisman Trophy. I think he's like third, maybe? Maybe fourth. He's in the lower portion, I think. So we just got to have a good day with him, as we usually do, as Felix Coatney will start off with a big run. I'm excited to see what Felix Coatney can do next year as the starting quarterback, because obviously Bryce Underwood going to be gone, preferably to the NFL draft. And then we will be with no quarterback, except for obviously Coatney will move back to quarterback. He's only playing running back because he had his deal breaker for playing time, and he obviously wasn't going to play quarterback. So we moved him to running back, and he's been a very good running back for us. He's been amazing. As a guy that's not necessarily known to be a running back. Bo Jackson with a handoff, and Bo's got room, but he got caught from behind. Oscar Upshaw injured on the play for LS to the U. Joseph Vildor's been fantastic as always. We've had a really good season through the air, which is surprising because I don't usually throw the ball that much. But for some reason this year, I've chosen to throw the ball a little bit more, and it's been very productive. We've been very good. It does help when you have really good receivers, and I got caught. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. There was so much room there to run. I can't believe I got caught. The crowd is really loud right now. I think that's wide open, and it is. Lincoln Cure has nobody around him. He's going to try to fall forward at the 3. That was unbelievably wide open. Nobody even followed him whatsoever. And it looks like Coatney's going to get the opportunity to go into the end zone here. And Coatney will get in. Barely. But he does get in. So Felix Coatney kicks off the game with a touchdown. That was fairly easy. Now we'll see how the defense goes, though. Sometimes our defense can be washed at times. It's happened. We've seen it. I don't know who's playing quarterback for this LSU team, though. I guess we will find out right here. Who do they got? Dion Bowles had 3 interceptions and was sacked 3 times last week. Well, no wonder they're 4-5. No wonder they're 4-5. They got a crappy quarterback playing for them. Couldn't be me. There's a rare... I just saw Texas. Texas is playing down there in the bottom ticker. They're playing against, I think it said Maryland. They're unranked. That's a rare occurrence where Texas in Sim is unranked. You don't usually see that. Usually they're ranked somewhere. Hand out to the running back. He cut it inside. That was a really good move. We were about to lock him up for sure. But that was a very solid move to juke back in and get that space. Quarterback keeps it, and he's got room. He juked off of me off the hit stick, and he got a lot of yards on that. Oh, they have Harlem Berry. I forgot about that. I think I did see that in the transfer portal, that they got Harlem Berry. Get to the quarterback. He's got too much time. He's going to find an open man, and it's a nice tackle, but it's 2nd and 2. I don't like the Dion Bowles. Did we ever scout Dion Bowles? I don't know if we ever did. He might have just never been on our radar. The name kind of sounds familiar. Nice tackle by Okoronkwo. The name kind of sounds familiar, like we did scout him a little bit. Maybe we lost him in the recruiting battle to LSU, but I don't think we ever did. Handoff, and that is Lavrone. That's not a first down. What is that animation? We got to see that again. Kevin Lavrone hits him, but he does like this weird... What is that? So Denman goes in, he gets hit by Lavrone, he starts to go down, but then he like keeps himself up, defies gravity, and then like twists his body forward to go for the first down. That's crazy. That's crazy. We actually stopped him there, and he somehow just said, no, I'm going to get this first down, and then got it. That's got to be intercepted. Please, no, it's not. It's incomplete, but not intercepted. Enrique Kiernan, you want to make a play? I'd love it if you would. Incomplete. Bussy makes the play. Oh, that's John David LaFleur. Okay. 3rd and 10. Big third down. Big third down. He's going to fire it in. It's incomplete. Good coverage. And they will take the 3-point attempt. I thought he was going to somehow fit that in for a catch. Thankfully, our guy was right there to swat it down. And that is going to be a miss. Wow, at home, too? The CPU never misses at home. That's really lucky. And his player archetype is accurate, too. You'd think he'd be able to make that. Oh, this is the #1 toughest place to play, presented by Lowe's. I didn't even realize that. No wonder the crowd's going so crazy. Man, I never get that lucky where the kicker misses at home. Usually they always make it on the road. That looked like I had more room than that. All right, big 3rd and 9. I don't want to screw this up, but I probably will. And with the crowd being so loud, it's going to be really hard to make an audible. It's going to be dropped. And I can't justify going for it this deep in my own zone. So that's a really wasted 3 and out, especially on the missed field goal. Really wasted 3 and out. I just couldn't get anything going on the ground. Those 2 runs didn't do anything, and then obviously the drop didn't help at all. So that's a tough drive. Not being able to capitalize on the missed field goal, especially when they get big runs like that. That's probably going to take us to the end of the quarter, I would guess. It's weird they're not using Harlem Berry much. I've only seen him like once, I think. Oh, they're going to actually snap this ball one more time in the first quarter, and he's going to have more room. He's got decent blocks ahead of him. He gets another first down. I don't like that at all. That was way too many yards on those 2 runs. This is not looking very good at all for the defense, but we got to tighten up. That's all we got to do. Just tighten up a little bit. Crack down on some defense. Make sure we got it. They're going to go out of the backfield. He's going to spin off, but I didn't get fooled this time. Wow. Usually the spins get me, but I didn't get fooled that time. Maybe I'm learning. Maybe I'm learning. Probably not. Dion Bowles does have a star underneath his name. So he's fairly good as he breaks the sack of Jaylen Brown. He's got room and he slides for a first. Jaylen Brown had the sack, but he could not wrap it up. The arm tackle was not strong enough. That is frustrating. Somebody try to get to the quarterback. He's going to find his man, and it's LaFleur again for a first down. This feels like a guaranteed LSU touchdown, and there's not much more I can do about it. Unless Bowles makes a horrible mistake and throws a pick. But he's not going to because he hands it off to the running back. Easy touchdown. LSU was kind of unstoppable on that drive. We really needed to capitalize on that missed field goal attempt. But a 3 and out is brutal. A 3 and out was brutal right there because that gave LSU all the momentum they needed. It only took them a minute. It only took them a minute, and they're already tied at 7. We cannot have 3 and outs in situations like that. We gotta be better. We gotta hold on to the football for one. I probably would have went for it if we would have caught that ball. Felix Coatney, man, LSU's defensive line is making some really good tackles. I feel like I'm getting through these gaps pretty well, but as I'm about to break through, they just bring me down. It's annoying. And it's a lot of Felix Coatney in this game so far. Bo's run a little bit, but it's been a lot of Coatney. And the blocking when Bo gets in the game is not the same as the blocking for Coatney right now. I can't fit that in there, can I? I can, but Weeks drops it. It wasn't a great ball, I'll be honest. It was not a great ball. I don't know if the defender got a hand on that or not. That's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9, or 4th and 9, excuse me. And I feel like I got to go for this. I know this is super risky considering LSU just walked down the field and did whatever they wanted on us. But I feel like going for it here is the right spot. And I think that's X. And it's intercepted. I waited way too long to throw that ball, mainly because I didn't know he was X. Interception. You know what? It's basically a punt anyway, so. That's tough because I should have known that he was X. That's a weird drop. I should have known that he was X because it was the tight end. I could clearly tell it was the tight end, but for some reason my brain didn't put 2 and 2 together that it was X until it was too late. And then I threw it when I really shouldn't have. That was not the right throw. I probably should have thrown it to square. That might have been a better option, but certainly not X. I knew that was a pick the moment I threw it. And that's the annoying part. That's the frustrating part. Because plays like that are super avoidable, but I'm stupid and I make them anyway. That is going to be caught for a first down. How does he hold on to that? And why do my guys always get behind? How come their guys never get behind? Hand out to the running back. He's going to break a tackle and break another tackle and break another tackle and break another tackle for a first down. No, it's 2nd and 1. Frankie Arthur just had a beast mode level run right there. A beast quake. I really need the quarterback to make a mistake. He's not going to. Touchdown LSU. We're down by a touchdown. Oh, man. We have been sloppy in this game. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. And I do like sloppy, but not when it's coming to the gameplay. We got to turn this around. We got to figure this out because our offense has been basically non-existent since that first drive. I think we've been trying to get too cute with our runs and everything, and then when we get backed into weird situations, although LSU's defensive line got huge pressure right there almost immediately. Doug Addison, was that his name? Whoever it was, he got in on me quick. Throw that quickly to Lincoln Cure. At least it gives us a manageable 3rd down. I'm trying to build some confidence in Bryce Underwood. I think this is the first time we've ever played at the #1 toughest place to play. I think I just got to scramble here. I might have had square, but it seemed like I could get that first down. I might have had square. It's hard to tell. Lincoln's open. He catches it. He turns up the field. Okay, good job. That was really awkward throw, but it worked. Thankfully, he was able to track it and get open. So I will take it. We've calmed the crowd down a little bit so we can actually hear ourselves think. Unfortunately, nobody's open to throw the ball to. There's nobody open. We only had a certain amount of routes on the field, and they covered literally everything there. Man, that's tough. That is tough. Every single person was covered on that. And the blocking, you got to throw a block, man. The screen blocking in these games, it amazes me at how bad it is sometimes. Like, how do you run past a guy and not throw a block? And that's going to be incomplete. 4th and 11. Things are starting to get a little bit out of hand, I will say. Things are starting to get a little out of hand. We are playing really poor on offense. Underwood can't seem to find any throws. That's a big sack, though. That's Lavrone and Okoronkwo who got in there. That's a good way to start the drive. 35 seconds to go in the half. Is he going to snap it? There he goes. Hand off, and he's going to go down. I'm actually going to use a timeout here. There's a chance we could maybe get some points out of this. Another handoff, another blown play. Please tackle this guy. He had way too many yards on that. We should have blown him up in the backfield. So we save a timeout, and we get a 3-and-out for LSU. Why couldn't we do that earlier in the drives in the game? So there is going to be a chance for us to run some offense here. Maybe get 3 points out of it. We've got a timeout, and we're close to midfield. But judging by the way that I've had my decision-making go so far, it's not looking like we're going to get any points. That's a crazy throw. I honestly didn't think that those guys were going to make a play on him. I honestly didn't even see them. If I'm being totally for real with you, I don't know if I even saw those guys. We're obviously going for it all, and I think you know who I'm going to. It is Joseph Vildor, the jump ball master. One-on-one in the end zone. Joseph intercepted off the deflection. I didn't even get an animation, man. I hate when I don't get animations, bro. I'm pressing triangle. Have my guy jump, even if he doesn't catch it. At least have my guy go up for the ball. Act like he's trying to get it. Like, why do I press the... What does the button do if it's not going to activate when I press it? All right, so that's a cheap interception for Underwood. That one doesn't technically count because that was just that's just a whatever throw at the end of the half. That one doesn't count. I know it counts in the stat sheet, but we know it doesn't count. It's not even a real interception. Oh, he got hit and still had a money throw, man. How do these CPU quarterbacks do this? It feels very unfair. Whenever I get hit as I'm throwing, the ball's always super inaccurate. It's always a throw out a sack interception. But when the CPU quarterbacks do it, it's always on target, beautiful throws like nothing even happened. It's so unfair. It's so one-sided. It's complete BS. That's a big tackle on second down. They get nothing on it. I haven't seen Harlan Berry at all. Did he get hurt early in the game? I don't even know. That's got to be a tackle, and it is. Okoronkwo does it. Okay. That's actually huge because we forced the punt. LSU will give us the ball back. That is a crazy shanked punt. It'll go to the 13. And that is where we will start. All right, boys. We need something to go on our way on offense. We have not been able to do much today. Surprisingly, because LSU, I mean, I don't know if it's because they're at home or if they're actually like a good team. They just had a rough go of it this season, but they have been playing out of their minds today. And Bo's able to get the first down. That's a generous call, too. I don't think he would have got that. Unfortunately, this game is doing nothing for Bo's Heisman campaign. He might be out of it just as quick as he got into it. The way that he's playing, or the way that this defense is playing right now. Codeney's in now. Codeney's had better blocking than Bo has today. And he'll get 5 on that one. I mean, I just feel more confident running the football than I do passing right now. I can't seem to get in a rhythm with the passing game today. At least not in this game. Maybe in the next game. I mean, we're playing Arkansas in the next game. I hope I can get into the passing game. Or get into a rhythm with the passing game in that game. Coney will get a couple there. And let's go with a shallow cross. And possibly just go underneath with something. Yeah, let's hit Devontae Weeks. He actually holds on to the pass. A lot of the reasons why I haven't been comfortable throwing it is because I just feel like nobody's getting open. It just feels like everything's covered. It feels like if I do throw it, they drop it. I don't know. It's not our day today. And that's going to be Lincoln Cure dropping it. I mean, I went secure catch and everything there, and he just dropped it. I know that that guy got his hand in there, but he still, Lincoln had body control over him. Body position, he should have had it. And Bo will be denied. Bo, I had to dodge the guy. I had to dodge the guy that was blitzing in there, and I ran into my own guy, and I couldn't go the way that I wanted to go. I feel like that was the right move, running the ball in that play. I feel like I should have gotten it. I made the wrong decision to, like, I made the wrong choice to cut the way that I did. But our offense just cannot move. That's another throw out of sack first down, because of course it is. Oh, this does not feel very good, does it, boys? That's a nice tackle. That's a loss of 1. Jordan Robinson, as always, he's super fast. Some say he's a super freak. Little play action out of the backfield. There's Robinson again. I missed the tackle because I'm a sucky suck boy. God, our teams would be in such better positions if I could just make tackles. If I could just have the right angles and make tackles, we'd be in such better spots sometimes. That's got to be dropped. Thank you. There's no way he was going to hold on to that. Oh, we're actually holding LSU's defense to punts, and yet we can't do anything on offense, so it's just basically non-existent. That's actually a solid punt. That's going to put us out of the 21. Oh, it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. We just need to find a way to move the ball efficiently. We can move it a little bit, but we just get stale. That's a big play. The little mesh works to perfection. We got to take the crowd out of it. The crowd is really throwing us off today. Lincoln's open. Lincoln's got it. First down and more. All right, the passing game's starting to wake up a little bit here. It's just so much motion and RPO and all kinds of crap. It's not what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can pop off a sneaky run. Handoff. Bo is not going to get much. Man, they are just covering everything. They are covering everything. I don't know what happened in that first drive. We felt so good after that first drive. But ever since that drive, it's just been LSU dominating us. They have been simply dominant. I gotta throw that away. Man, oh man. It is rare that I have time. I really wish I had some time. Okay, the blocking actually worked really well there, and it gets us a good amount of yards on the sweep. If Devontae Weeks was faster, that would have worked really even better than it did. Third and 1 handoff. Bo Jackson. He's got room. Bo Jackson jukes a guy out, and Bo Jackson scores. Ties the game up. Well, theoretically ties it up. It's still a point down. Now he ties it up. Okay. 14-14. Man, this has been a stressful game. It should not be a stressful game against LSU, who's 4-5. But maybe because it's on the road? I don't know. If this was in our place in Columbia, maybe this game would be a lot different. I have no idea, but I know one thing. This LSU team is not as bad as a 4-5 record says they are. Or maybe we're just playing down to the competition. I have no idea. That does happen to me sometimes. 9 for 20. I'm usually really accurate with Bryce Underwood today. Or usually in these games. But this game, for some reason, I just can't find anybody. And even if I do, it gets dropped most likely. This quarterback is flying. That's an unbelievable run for the quarterback. I know he's fast. I didn't think he was going to have a read option where he take it 25, 35, 55 yards. That's another read option. This time it's the handoff to the running back. He only gets 2. Penn State just lost. They were ranked 11, and they lost to unranked Minnesota. That's kind of crazy. Please get to the quarterback. We almost did. We brought him down. It's Joshua Wood who brings him down. We got close to sacking him that time. Do I bring a blitz? Okoronkwo almost got it, but he didn't. The receiver didn't see it. Okoronkwo forced it to be a quicker throw, and the receiver wasn't prepared. This feels like a run. And it is, and I opened up the lane for him. 4th and 2, they went for it. I wonder why they didn't take the points. I mean, probably because they felt they could get the first down and they were right, but I wonder why in that situation they didn't take the points. I probably would have taken the points. But they got it. They didn't need to take the points because they got the first down. I think I messed it up because I was using Robinson there, and I chose the wrong gap, and I think that screwed up the whole play. Jamerson Willett can't sack him. Neither can anybody. He'll get out of the sack. He'll get a yard because he got past the line of scrimmage. Tommy Berlin brings him down, but that's an unfortunate 2 missed sacks right there. This quarterback is beefy. Hand out to the running back. He spins. I thought he was going to spin through and glitch his way into the end zone. All right, this is a harsh angle. I mean, this is really close, and it's the far left hash. He's going to make it, but still. Yeah, that's an insanely tough angle. Of course he was going to make it. He was always going to make it. And now we're down by 3. I really wish they didn't get that 4th down conversion. It's okay because we finally found something that went our way on the last drive. We actually had some good momentum. We were moving the football consistently, and we scored with Bo Jackson. I threw a pick. I didn't throw a pick, thank God. Wow, did I think I threw a... My heart sank. My heart sank into my stomach there. I thought I threw a pick and just ended this game. That's wide open. That's Devontae Weeks, former #1 overall high school recruit in the country, making a catch right there. And we're probably not going to be able to snap this. No, there's no way. All right, we'll go to the 4th quarter, down by 3. Oh, this has been a super, super stressful game. I was just kind of hoping this would be a cakewalk, a breeze, a nice little cruise where we're winning by like 25 or 35 by the 3rd quarter, and I could cut out the rest of the game and we could just cruise to a victory. But we got some drama. We got some drama here in Baton Rouge. 3rd and 2. I have not had good luck running the ball on these 3rd and 4 close distances, but thankfully this time it works. Coatney gets a big first down. Needed it. Needed all of it. And this might be a situation where we start to turn the chew clock on. Because if we think we can score here, we might want to take time off the clock. So I might do that. Let's turn that chew clock on. Let's continue to grind it out a little bit. Try to take time off the clock for LSU. So they don't have as much time to work with when they get the ball. But look at Bo. Bo's starting to heat up a little bit. And there he goes. Of course. I mentioned how he's starting to heat up a little bit, and he goes down with an injury. Of course that happens. Coatney, although Coatney's doing a good job at running the ball as well, and he's in. Touchdown, Carolina. We take the lead. Bo just had bruised ribs, so he'll be back, thankfully. But Felix Coatney's over 100 yards today. And that will be a 4-point lead. Now, we didn't take very much time off the clock. We kind of had some big chunk runs there that really hurt us from taking time off the clock, but that's okay because LSU's going to get the ball. Hopefully, we can stop them from scoring any points, and then we can get the ball and really take over this game. That'll be the way that we do it. We got to try to take as much time as possible. Stop him here. Don't let him get these big runs. You can't let him get 13 yards on a single handoff. That just can't happen, defense. Come on. We got to be better than that. We're pretty good at stopping the run usually, but for some reason, this LSU backfield, it's not even the same guy every time. That's a big sack, though. Jamerson Willett technically got the sack, but they're going to give half a sack to, I'm assuming that's Basley. Probably was Basley. Whoever it was, they're going to give half a sack to him because he cleaned it up. But that was all Jamerson Willett. Second 16 after the sack. Quarterback finds his man. That's LaFleur. B.J. Earl makes the play. He gets the sack yardage back, but it's 3rd and 10 now. 3rd down and 10. Please stop him here. Jaylen Brown almost got the sack. We make the play, and it's 4th and 7. Do they go for it? No, they're going to punt. Okay. I wasn't sure how aggressive they get. They're close to midfield, so I didn't know. You probably should go for it, but you trust your defense, I guess. Wilbur will not get much punt return yardage. I probably should have just fair caught it. But this is the situation what we wanted to be in. We wanted to stop LSU without getting any points and then get the ball back with the chew clock on and just go to town. And look at Bo Jackson. Those bruised ribs aren't hurting him at all. He's a fighter. He's going through it. He is severely worn down, though, so we're probably going to see a lot of Felix Coatney. And this is off of the wear and tear sliders being adjusted, so that just shows you how hurt Bo actually is. Why do they want me to pass here? That feels like the wrong situation. Keep running the ball. Coatney does a good job. We're draining clock, draining that clock. We're under 3 minutes now. Handoff. Coatney trying to bounce it. Oh, the ball's on the ground. LSU's got it. Felix Coatney fumbled the football. Was he down? They're not going to review it. It's up to me. Was Felix Coatney truly on the ground or not? Okay. That's down. That is down. The knee is down. The forearm is down. Felix Coatney did not put the ball on the ground. Challenge play. Oh, I just had a mini heart attack right there. Oh, Felix, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, please. You can't give me that kind of heart attack. All right, he does get the ball back. We do get the ball back, thankfully. But I'm going to give it right back to Coatney. And he's going to have room. Stay in bounds, Felix. Okay. And LSU will start burning timeouts. They are in a rough spot. They got to burn their timeouts. They have the 2-minute as a 4th timeout, technically. And Devontae Weeks gets a nice jet sweep, and he will take it for a few yards. I'm not looking to pass this here. Did it switch to an RPO? I don't know if it did or not. It did. Oh, it didn't. It didn't switch to an RPO. I'm just running with Bryce Underwood. I don't know what's happening. That was all kinds of bad. I tried to switch it to an RPO. I don't know if it did or not. I don't think it did, but luckily Bryce was able to get yards out of it, I guess. And it's a 3rd and 1. A first down here is going to be brutal for them, and we get it. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning. Oh, man. This is a crazy game. This is an absolutely crazy game, but I think we might have just won it right here. Can we QB kneel it to end it? Okay, so we can't end it on a QB kneel, but at least we get the clock moving again. I'd love to put another touchdown on the board here, but it might give LSU more time. That is going to be a loss of yards on that one. We're under a minute. I guess if I score here, then LSU's not going to have any time anyway. I got to throw that. That's going to be caught by Coatney. I just had to get the ball out. Taking a field goal makes it a touchdown game. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go for it, but I'm not going to snap it until we get down all the way. And then I'm going to snap it. So even if I don't get it here and we turn the ball over, they have to go basically 90 yards, 95 yards for a touchdown to win it in like probably 4 seconds. So there's no way that's going to happen, right? Absolutely no way. All right, there's the snap. There's the throw. There's the catch. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Jorvonte Springs. How did that ball get through? Bryce Underwood just chucked it. It gets through the LSU defender. It's a touchdown, Gamecocks, and it's game over. I got to see how this worked because I was just throwing it. I didn't know if it was going to be incomplete, intercepted. I didn't know what was going to happen. Bryce gets it away, and it just scrapes the face mask of the LSU defender. I mean, look at this. He doesn't even know the ball's there. He's looking right at it. I don't know why he didn't put his hands up. But Jorvonte brings it in for a touchdown. I could have thrown it to Weeks, but I panicked when I saw the guy pressure me, so I just threw it. And Joravante goes out and grabs it right in front of the DB, Turner Jr., for the win. I mean, we were most likely going to win anyway, but that's quite the catch right there. Good job, Joravante. Maybe because the LSU defender's eyes are closed, that's probably why he didn't see that the ball was right in front of him and passed right across his face. Oh, we're going to win by 11. Man, this was a stressful game. Excuse me. This was way more stressful than it ever needed to be. A 4-win LSU team took us to the limit, but we were able to survive. We were able to survive. We didn't play our greatest, but we played well when we needed to. And you know what? You can scramble for all you want, dog. That's totally fine by me. And that'll be the game. We stay undefeated, avoid a really big trap game. And that's right, Dan Lanning's here. I forgot about that. I forgot that Dan Lanning took over at LSU in this universe. But we hold on for the victory. Stay undefeated. Is that going to secure any other commitments? I don't think so, but I guess we can simulate and find out as we get ready for the Arkansas game. Nobody commits. We get locked out on so many people. Okay, let's talk about this. So Kevin Priester, one of the potential 5-stars we had a chance of getting, he locks us out. We didn't make his top 5. Cedric Kubila, Savai, all these guys I added in. Manny Cutler chose Alabama. We kind of knew that was going to happen. It sucks. So did Frederick Burgess. All right, so a lot of things just happened right there. Alabama is the bane of my existence right now. They're stealing all of the players that I want. We got passed on by Oklahoma and Illinois for Trevor Darling. Man, recruiting's coming in brutal right now. So Manny Cutler we can take off the board. Frederick Burgess we can take off the board. Trevor Darling we can almost take off the board as well. There's no way we're going to get him anymore. Man, this really sucks. We're losing out on some very talented players. I honestly should just take these guys off the board. There's no way that they're going to decommit, right? Yeah, just take them off the board. Doesn't matter. We lost out on all these guys. Sucks to suck. We also lost out on Kevin Priester. We didn't make his top 5. Kubila, Savai, Barnes chose Georgia. Petrowski chose Coastal Carolina. All right. Okay, so we have 350 hours, but I'm a little bit upset at where we are going in recruiting. We still have a chance for a bunch of 5-stars, so it's not like the end of the world, but I wanted some of those other guys, and it looks like we're not going to get Trevor Darling. We should be able to hold on and get Maurice Brittingham. Brittingham. We should be able to secure him. But I don't really want these guys as much as I wanted the other guys. We should be able to get Clayton McMichael with a win here. Josh Flanagan should come fairly soon. Alonzo Matty's looking good. Duron Harvin is probably not coming here. Lloyd Wells we're solid for right now. Josh Creed we're climbing up. Juan Akbar we are climbing up, and we can hard sell him right away. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. We can't hard. Never mind. Don't say what I didn't say anything. And then Tremaine Bulaga, how good was he? He's actually fairly solid. We're trying to get into his running, and nobody's even offered him. So, what kind of prospects are left on the table here? There's a quarterback in Barry Lloyd, but I'm not interested in a pocket passer. Pure possession, Greg Sampson I'll add to the board. A signal caller is not too bad. What about a pure power Ramon Cushing, a left tackle, an edge rusher, a linebacker, Sergio Eakin, a 5'7", 170-pound receiver is kind of crazy. I need some safety help, though. That's what I need. Let's add some safeties to this board. There's only 3-star safeties. In the recommended, at least. Did I look at Talbot? I'm pretty sure I did. He's already basically going to LSU. Or go to Louisville, I mean. Alright, that's enough guys to put on the board. We got a ton of people on here. I feel like I've scouted some of these guys before, but I don't think I've scouted everybody. I'm just going to offer scholarships to everybody because why not? And then once we get to like off-season recruiting, we can decide whether or not we want to take these guys off the board. Because we're going to need space to put the portal players on. But just for now, until we can... Just so we use these hours up and they're not just going to waste. And you never know, we might be able to find a freak. I do want to scout that wide receiver. He's 5'7". He's got to be pretty fast. He's only 87 speed. That's not great. That's not great. Nobody's even recruiting. I'm just going to leave him on the board. That's very interesting. How good is this free safety? He's a gem. 90 speed. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. A 3-star gem is very interesting. You know what? I think he deserves a 50-piece. What about the strong safety? Derek Eligwe. He's not horrible. He probably doesn't deserve 50. Maybe he deserves 25. We do need guards. Guards and offensive linemen in general are pretty important to us. And this guy looks pretty well-rounded. I mean, it says his archetype is well-rounded. That makes sense. He looks very good. BJ Campanaro's probably... Nah, I'm just going to take him off the board. I didn't realize he was so in demand. John Catula, probably the same deal. I'd have to put 50 on him. Is he even worth putting 50 on? No, 71 speed's not really worth it. I'm going to take John Catula off. Ramon Cushing at D tackle might be worth something. 88 strength's not bad. 86 power moves. Okay. Ramon Cushing has something. I think I might just give him the final 25, and we'll see what we can do. I'll probably take Jerry Stafford off the board because he's also in pretty high demand. But that is how we will have our recruiting for this week against Arkansas. We're back at home. We won't have to worry about the crowd noise. This team's not very good. Where is Bo at in the Heisman watch? Did he suffer? No, he's still in the lead. Otis Major's starting to fall off a little bit. Otis was in the lead for a while. He's starting to have a little bit of a down spiral. Oh, because he had the bye week. That's why. They didn't play. That's why he's fallen off. So he's got to keep Bo in the lead, and he could win it. There's a possibility. Let's go. This could be a game where Bo dominates. It very well could be. Hopefully, it is. And we dominate Arkansas, and we go to the final 2 games of the regular season, still undefeated. We start on the road, we start on defense here, not on the road, at home. Taking down Arkansas, trying to beat them. They're not having a good year. They're 3-6. I'm really hoping that they don't give us as much of a trouble as LSU did, because I'd be really upset. Although they have a wide receiver, Courtney Crutchfield, who's pretty fast. 95 speed's not too shabby at all. That's pretty good. Hopefully we can contain that. He's over there on the left side. We'll see what happens if they go to him or not. Usually, CPU quarterbacks don't really go to their number 1 players, but they go to him the very first play. I guess I shouldn't talk. Because they usually, I mean, you don't usually see the number 1 options get thrown to that much for some reason. It's just not how CPU quarterbacks play, but they literally go to him the first time. That's hilarious. As I was saying, the quarterback's going to scramble. He's got a lot of room. Nobody was watching him. And he's going to slide down for a huge gain. Walker White is the quarterback for Arkansas. Walter White? That's annoying that he had nobody around him to stop him there. And that's a big first down and more for the tight end. Okay, all right. This is a 3-win team. Let's not get carved up on defense, please. That's going to be embarrassing if it happens. It's already kind of embarrassing. Get there. Blow that up. Okoronkwo blows it up easily. 2nd and 13. He blew it up so easily. And keeper Kiernan, he blew that up as well. 3rd and 17. They just keep going backwards after starting out really good on the drive. Kiernan was not fooled. Get to him, get to him, get to him, get to him. He's got way too much time. He checks it down. We'll hold to a field goal. You know what? Considering those first couple of plays and how they were moving the football, 3 points is not a bad result. It is on the road, though. Maybe they missed, but knowing my luck, they'll probably drill it. And, yep, right down the middle. It is true. Oh, CPU kickers are just god tier against me for some reason. And we're down 3-0 to a 3-win Arkansas team. Woo! I love it here. I really do. But here comes the offense. We got a Heisman candidate. We've got Joseph Vildor, who's fantastic. Looks like they got a pretty solid corner to go up against him. But I just need to get back in my rhythm. If I can just get back in the rhythm of running the ball very successfully and then mixing in a little bit of pass, that'll be our key to success. And look at Felix Coatney. First play of the game, he takes it for a huge amount of yards. That's exactly what we're going for. That is exactly what we tried to do. We're going to motion and then hand it off to Bo. And Bo's got to have another big day if he wants to stay in the Heisman voting. So we're going to have to hope that he can continue to dominate. And oh no, I've lost my Wi-Fi connection. Servers, well, you suck. Thankfully, this isn't East Delaware Dynasty. Just keep pounding the rock, baby. Just keep pounding the rock. That DB is offsides. He's backed up now onside. I really wish they'd figured that out. Why do they have the DBs walk offside? It literally makes no sense. There's never a world where a DB would willingly walk offside and then just back up nonchalantly. Jorvonte Springs, I like the one-on-one possibility here, but the safety follows him. Triangle's wide, so we'll just dump it off to Felix, and Felix has got room to run. Nobody followed the running back there. Just completely wide open. That gives me a chance to pound it with Bo more. And Bo will get stopped. They really covered that hole there because that looked initially like it was going to be super open. Fair play to you. Hand off Bo, and again they stop me. Man, they are getting all kinds of getting on me. That's the one problem with having a running back as your Heisman contender, because it's just so difficult to win the Heisman with a running back. As we saw with East Delaware Dynasty recently and Greg Ard, which I'm still not over, by the way. Devontae Weeks. Oh, I thought he was going to slip it, but he tripped over the blocker. He tripped on his leg. I thought he was going to slip the tackle and score the touchdown. And Felix Coatney will get in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. We take the lead. We take das lead. And we will send it through 7-3. 5 minutes in the drive. Pretty solid time. Wasting a lot of it. I just need my defense to play real good and not allow the quarterback to scramble for 30 million yards, and we'll be totally fine. I don't think I'm asking for that much if you don't let him scramble for 1 billion yards. Hand out to the running back, and we blow that up fairly well. They only get 5. Oh, no. Is it another hurry-up team? I hate playing these type of teams. So unbelievably annoying. He fires it. It is caught and brought down immediately. Okoronkwo. Fetu Dukes is the receiver. But a big 3rd and 3. We got to stop him here. Force the 3 and out. Force the punt. It's got to happen. And it's going to be incomplete. They tried to go for some sort of like tight end screen, I think, but he got held up in the block. And the quarterback just overthrew him. That works. I'll take it. That's one way to get a 3 and out. And they will punt it to me as the clock will expire in the first quarter. And there looks to be some room, but I didn't really do that very well. Okay, so we up 7-3 as the second quarter will begin. I think we're doing pretty well. Could be better. Could be more clean, but that's just how we like to do it. We like to do it sloppy sometimes. Hand off Bo, or at the middle. Big first down. Well, not a first down, but a big run. Almost for a first down. He's got platinum 360, but I don't think his spin move is very good. His juke move is much better than his spin move. As Coatney gets the first. I think this is just mainly a run type of game. I really do. Although Jorvonte one-on-one, they're going to stack on Vildor, which is interesting. Coatney's got room, and Coatney's got another first down. Just a bunch of F and RPOs. Good Lord. You'd think they'd want me to run an RPO. I just don't like RPOs. At least not in the game. I'm fine with them in real life, but I'm just not a fan of RPOs in the game. There's Vildor with a big catch and a big first down. Seems like the corner that they highlighted who was going to be in the matchup with Vildor is not doing particularly well to cover him. Playing a little too soft, I'd say. Handoff Bo. Look at the pancakes from 62 as Bo gets a first down. Arizona State and UCLA are the two potential opponents for us in the upcoming CFP. We still got 2 more games to go after this one, so we can't think. And the SEC championship, we can't think about the CFP right now. That is in the distant, distant future. We got to think about the here and the now and the recruiting and all that kind of stuff. Coatney cuts it back in. The vision was there, but the execution wasn't there. Could have been a little bit smoother, I guess. There's the snap. Lincoln Cure's wide open, and a touchdown Gamecocks. Boom! Good job, boys. Lincoln Cure's been so big this season. Dare I say he's been better than Dorian Fleming? No, nobody's better than Dorian Fleming. He was a cheat code at tight end. He was so fantastic. But Lincoln Cure has been a great replacement, that's for sure. He just seems to be always open, really. And now we go back on defense to try to stop Arkansas again. We did a good job last time on the 3-and-out. Let's do that one more time here. Because we're going to get the ball to start the second half, which could be really good as B.J. Earl blows up that read option. Quarterback goes nowhere. In fact, loses one. And it's 2nd and 11. 2nd down and 11. Ooh, they throw a nice little underneath route to the receiver. He gets brought down hard. Gets a couple yards, but nothing crazy. And as the clock is getting close to the 2-minute warning, it is 3rd and 6. Crowd is loud. They're going to go one-on-one. Jump ball! Intercepted by Coles. Solomon Coles with the pick and a potential return. It's a user pick. It's a beautiful one. Quick jump. He has platinum quick jump, but it turns into Heisman. That's pretty good for Solomon. No wonder he can stay with guys. And there's the 2-minute warning as Coatney gets brought down hard. Solomon Coles with, I think, his 2nd pick of the year. I don't think he's got many this year. Maybe that's his 1st. Oh, look at Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson starting to pick up the pace. I think Arkansas might be getting a little worn out. They're starting to let big chunk plays go. And Coatney tried to juke him. I think I juked the wrong way, honestly. They're calling a timeout here, really? I guess that gives a chance for Bo Jackson to get back in the game. Good to see that his bruised ribs are healing, and he's going to juke the other way. The ball carrier vision for Bo Jackson is elite, and he finds his way into the end zone for his first touchdown of the game. We will take a 21-3 lead. This is honestly how I thought the LSU game was going to go, but I really do think that it was more of a struggle because we were on the road. If this would have been a home game just like this is, I think the game wouldn't have been as difficult. Although LSU is still a very good team, much better team than Arkansas is. So I'm not as surprised that it took us till the 4th quarter to beat them. If it would have been the same situation here against Arkansas, I'd be way more shocked. But I do think that the road environment made it way more difficult than it needed to be. Which makes sense. I mean, they were the #1 toughest place to play. So it makes sense. That's a quick throw. Turn around! Oh, the vision of my corners is just non-existent. I'm playing with a bunch of Stevie Wonders out here. Good Lord. Turn your head around, guys. That's got to be caught, and it is. It's a first down. Arkansas is crushing on this drive. It feels like they've gone 90 yards. I know they haven't, but it feels like it. Ooh, I could really use Auburn upsetting Georgia there. That'd be really helpful. He's got time. He finds his man, but B.J. Earl's right there to initially tackle him, and that's the 2nd timeout called by our Kansas Razorbacks. 44 seconds remain in the half. They've got 1 timeout. No chance for a first down. They don't need a first down. They got the touchdown. They ran double slants, and they just had the inside leverage. That's really as simple as it gets. Okay, 21-10. Not a bad score. And it gives us 42 seconds and 3 timeouts to possibly add something of our own before we initially get the ball in the second half. So there's a chance the double dip is on the table. 42 seconds. Do I just push the ball down the field to Vildor, or do I try to go a little bit more conservative? I guess we'll find out. 42 seconds. I think I'm going to take a scramble here initially. We'll slide down with Underwood, get a first down, run some hurry up to keep the clock from moving initially. I think I can fire that in there. Yes, and he hold on. Big catch. I'm going to call my first time out there. Devontae Weeks. I mean, he's a #1 prospect for a reason. He had to make that catch. That's a big catch. Tough throw by Underwood, though. He never engaged in his blocks, so I had to make him engage. Underwood jukes, gets the first down. I'm going to call hurry up so I can save that timeout. We should still have time. I'm going to actually switch Jorvonte to a deep route. And then I'm going to hit Ben Reed, and then I'm going to run out of bounds. Save that timeout again. 2 timeouts left, 10 seconds. We've done a really good job to get into field goal range, at least. But I'd like a touchdown here to do the double dip. Although I'm going to have to take this. And Bo is going to have to go out of bounds. I'm going to use my time. I don't know if I got out of bounds or not, but I'm just going to use my timeout anyway. 4 seconds left. Do I try to kick the field goal? I think kicking the field goal is the smart thing to do, but do I ever do the smart thing? No, not really. Oh my God. I threw it so quick, thinking that I could get down and get an easier field goal, but the way that he got tackled kept him up on his feet for longer, and it ran the time down. I thought I was being galaxy brain right there. I really did. That's tough. That's tough. I thought if I threw it fast enough, he would catch it, go down. I even did secure catch. I thought that he would go down with 1 second left. I could smash the timeout right there, and we'd be good. But unfortunately, the way that he got tackled, he kind of got like pushed, and it didn't allow him to go down quick enough. That's unlucky. I really thought I was being galaxy brain right there, throwing it quick. He caught it, which is cool. Oh, I didn't see him there. That's my fault. Trust me, I did not see Caleb Bell. I thought I had a ton of room to run. He was there immediately. Or as the British would say, immediately. Can I fire that in? Oh, that's an insane throw, and Jorvonte Springs brings it in. Jorvante's been on kind of a crazy good run the past couple episodes. He had an amazing catch just last game against LSU. That's wide open. Oh, that's pass interference. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why you're celebrating like that. You didn't get called for pass interference there. I was about to say, Bo Jackson was about to cook. And that's not even a bailout. That's just clear pass interference. That is simple, clear pass interference. And I'm going to give Jorvonte a chance here. I was going to, but he never really won, so no business throwing up an interception. So we'll just take the guaranteed yardage with Bryce Underwood and be totally fine with that. We'll go back to the run game. Minnesota beat Nebraska. That sucks for Nebraska fans. Look at Bo Jackson. The twinkle toes, the movement with his feet, the ability to just avoid everybody and get yards. So good. There's a reason he's in the Heisman voting. And Coatney, unfortunately, get brought down ahead. That could have been a touchdown very easily. 3:40 to go in the quarter. Do I hit the underneath stuff? No, scramble. Oh, X is open, but I already decided to run. I didn't see that he was going to be open until it was already too late. Man, I could have really got a touchdown there, I think. That's okay. Gives us a chance to run more time down anyway. Oh, look at the blocking. Look at the blocking. Coatney trying to fight for it. Gets to the 3 before getting pulled back. And Bo's got a chance to cap off this drive. Bo Jackson walks in untouched. Easy. Another touchdown for the big man. The big man, Bo Lamar Jackson. And it's 28-10. So one half of the double dip happened. Dip. Man, I'm upset about that end of the first half. I really tried to be galaxy brain there. I thought if I threw that quickly, he'd get down. We call a timeout with 1 second left. and snag a closer field goal. It probably would have been like 30-something yards or 20-something yards. But no, they outbrained my Galaxy brain. That's got to be intercepted. It's not even going to be close. Big first down, Arkansas. 3 minutes to go in, or 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Arkansas trying desperately to get in this game. Oh, Joshua with a great pass rush, but the running back picked up a really good block there. We'll stop him short, but they're going to run a hurry up because of course they are. Because that's just what you do. You run a hurry up, apparently. Hand out to the running back, and he's going to spin off the tackle for a first down. Missed tackles are going to be the death of me. Missed tackles are going to kill me. I can just feel it. On my headstone, it's going to say, missed tackles killed this man. That's a first down. Walker White's putting on a performance for us. He's been fine. He hasn't been crazy or anything. Why is Kevin Levrone out there in quarterback coverage? I'm a little bit worried about that. And it looks like they're going to go to the guy Kevin was covering. Okay, Arkansas feels unstoppable on this drive. Sometimes the Heisman CPU just feels unstoppable. You guys know the drill at this point. They feel super unstoppable. He's hurdling over. Okay. I don't think that was necessary. I think you could have got past him without hurdling. And Arkansas scores. I mean, there wasn't really anything I could do. I was trying my best to play the defense like I have been playing all game, and they wanted to score. And as we've said many times before, when the Heisman CPU wants to score, they're going to score. And they did on that play. And that's not even a block. I mean, what are we talking about here? You didn't even throw a block. He ran right past you. You could have just thrown your hand out and blocked him. Just slowed him down even a half a second. Handoff, Bo Jackson's got room. Okay, Bo, he's got 89 yards. It's just effing RPO. Stop it with the RPOs. I may have to change playbooks just so I can get out of RPOs, or at least not have them suggested as much. Oh, look at this from Bo. Make a man miss, Bo. Ooh, didn't really do that. But now he's over 100 yards. He's kind of killing it, and that's the end of the third quarter. One more quarter remains. It is 28-17. It's a weird spot to be in, but we have control. All we got to do is waste the time. We're going to give this to Vildor. He's going to get great blocks, and Joseph Vildor might be gone. This is why you have a guy like Joseph Vildor. He's so effing good, dog. He's crazy. The blocking was fantastic, and Joseph goes and takes it. He's the new Nick Harbor. He's the new Nick Harbor. He's so crazy good. 35-17. I was kind of hoping that he wouldn't score there so he could take more time off, but he was just so open. I can't stop him from scoring that when he's got that much open space, because how often does that happen? All right, back on defense. Next time we get the ball, we can take some more time off the clock. Ooh, I missed the tackle there. I probably dove a little bit too early. I don't like the fact that Arkansas is actually playing good offense now. What happened to the Arkansas team that was 3-and-out? Where'd they go? I want that Arkansas team back. Ooh, Joshua Wood with a decent pass rush, but didn't really affect the quarterback too much. Gets 3 yards, goes out of bounds, and then they run the hurry up, because of course they do. The freaking hurry up, dog. I hate the freaking hurry up. Joshua Wood, no, the dive. I hate the dives. Ever since they moved to the Frostbite engine, man, I know it's been like 7 years now, but anyway, ever since they moved to the Frostbite engine, those dives just don't feel the same. You used to be able to dive from halfway across the field and make a tackle. Maybe that's a little bit of exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Diving used to be way more effective. But now it's just like, they just kind of like extend their body. They don't really even like take off from a jump or anything. Oh, it's wide open, man. The CPU is getting crazy now. They're starting to feel unstoppable. I'm glad we've built a comfortable lead because if this was like a one-score game or something, I'd be a little bit more stressed out. They are starting to feel real tough. It's kind of feeling like that LSU game, not to the same extent, but that LSU game was a lot more difficult to stop them on offense, and it's starting to feel like that because it seems like anything Arkansas wants to do is it's working. Man, it's getting dangerous in the streets. It is getting dangerous in these streets, man. I'm glad we have such a decent lead. And we're going to need to go back on offense and take a lot of time off, preferably the entire quarter. Hopefully that was the last. If I can do this right, we can make this the last drive of the game. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it right or not, but if I can, that can work. We'll see what happens. Devontae Weeks. All right, that's solid. Gets the clock moving. And I do not want to run a counterplay. I hate counterplays. They just do not work. I can't move. Okay, there we go. Yep, that happened. I couldn't move. It happens all the time. You'll have these certain plays where you drop back and you just can't move. You're just stuck. Trust me, I'm moving. I wouldn't just stand in the pocket doing nothing. But for some reason, there's just certain plays where I don't know if it's like animation based or something, but there's just some plays where you just can't move. You get stuck in concrete for a second. And that's just a drop. Gervonta, what are we doing here? I don't think he would have got the first down anyway, but you just dropped that pass? Like, it's... What? What happened? That's a broken tackle. That's almost a broken tackle. I thought he was going to go... If he would have scored a touchdown after that, I mean, I don't even know what I would have done there. That would have been insane. I don't regret going for that. I would have done it again. I just feel like I didn't need to be in that spot in the first place because I got taken to the sack there when I shouldn't have had a sack. I just couldn't move. I was stuck. I was frozen. Doesn't seem very fair. You don't see their quarterback getting frozen. Oh, that's got to be picked. It's knocked in the air and almost intercepted. That would have been pretty awesome if it was intercepted. No, not sacked there. That's their big, fast 95 speed guy. Finally making a catch there. They went to him the very first play of the game, and I don't think they ever went to him again until that play right there. He's going to scramble for the first. No, he's not going to scramble. What are you doing? Don't go out of bounds. Or don't go out of bounds. Don't go out of the end zone is what I meant to say. What is he doing on this? Cortez Boykins with the interception. This quarterback makes the most brain-dead decision I've ever seen. You have a first down and probably a touchdown. Because if you get this guy to block, I don't think our guy right here, is this Levrone? Who is this? Yeah, Kevin Levrone. I don't think he makes the play. You have Tulis throw a block on Boykins. You have a touchdown here. But instead, he chooses to fire it into kind of double coverage. I don't really think this is double coverage because Kelvin Hunter got completely lost. He throws it. It's not a good throw anyway. Even if he throws this and it's not intercepted, it's incomplete because the ball, look at the trajectory of the ball. There's no way he catches that. But it's an interception. What are you doing, Walker White? Absolute travesty to throw the football right there. I have no idea what he could have been thinking. I have no idea. Don't ask me. I'm just trying to get a thumbnail. Don't ask me what he was thinking, but that is backbreaking for the Arkansas offense because they were going to score again, guaranteed. And they were going to make it, what, a 4-point game or something like that? That is a crazy mistake from Walker White. And here come the timeouts. Here come the Timmies. We're going to try to possibly hit Lincoln Cure on this. Yeah, Lincoln's open. It's a inches. Yep, second and inches. So they don't have to use the timeout there, unfortunately. But Bo Jackson will come in. This could open up for a huge run here if the blocking works. And the blocking is going to work, and it's a huge run. Bo Jackson, big job from the Bo. That's the second timeout used by the Razorbacks. And here will be the final one as Bo tries to fall forward. Okay, last is the 2 minute. We just got to get to that, and then we can win this game fairly easily. I think this is a lot better game than that LSU one. The LSU one was just a lot of weird stuff going on the road, tough environment. I mean, the number one toughest place to play in the game. We just played sloppy. We won, but it was just sloppy all around. And look at Bo Jackson. I got to give him this touchdown. He's not going to get it. Of course he's not. I had to give it to him, give him the opportunity because he's in the Heisman race. He's got to pad those stats. We did get to the 2-minute warning, but I'm putting this in. Yep. Bo scores. That's another one to add to the board. 164 yards and 3 touchdowns is a good performance to hopefully keep him in the race or keep him at the top of the race. So even though I could have ended the game right there and we could have been done, I feel like padding the stats right there is a better move than just kneeling it down and winning. Even if they score, it's not the end of the world here. It's not the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world. Oh, what a throw. What a route, too. We had guys around it, but nobody really covering it. It was kind of like 5-6 yards away. Annoying. If they do score, they're probably going to go onside, I would guess. Oh, that's a drop. I thought he held on to that. Wouldn't it be funny if Otis Major is in the portal this year? He leaves Mississippi State. Because he has a history of leaving. I mean, he's left every school he's been at. He was at our school when we recruited him. We initially recruited him. Then he transferred from us. He goes to some, I forget what school it was. It was a bum school. In year number 2, or year number 3, technically. His second year. And then he transfers from them and goes to Mississippi State this year. As Jameson Williams gets a big sack. I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves Mississippi State and goes somewhere else. If he's in the portal, I'm definitely going to go after him. It would be a fun full circle moment. He started out here. He didn't really see much playing time, and then he chose to expand his horizon somewhere else as Arkansas scores on a pretty big throw. He chose to go prove himself. It was a classic bet on yourself moment, and it worked out for him. He's made himself into a top receiver in the country, maybe the best receiver in the country. And he is... he's doing good things. He's in the Heisman voting. He's doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But it would be funny to have him be redeemed and come back as the hero to Arkansas or to South Carolina. I don't think he's going to be in the portal, but I mean, it's not a shocker if he would be. We're going to win 42-31. We padded the stats of Bo Jackson a little bit there. I'd say that all in all, good game. Yeah, we played a little sloppy on defense. Arkansas just has, I mean, Heisman just has those kind of moments where you're just going to be unable to stop them whatsoever. As Bo Jackson will set the single season touchdown record. He passes DJ Braswell. We kind of knew that was going to happen, but he passes Braswell. And we will move on to week number 12 of the college football season. We've got Oklahoma and Clemson to wrap up the year. And we get a commitment. It is Clayton McMichael, 5-star center. We also get Alonzo Matty, another 5-star and another 4-star. We lose on Trevor Darling. He locked us out. Man, we are really losing on a lot of these guys that I didn't think we'd lose on. And we fall in number 2, really? We fall in number 2. Trevor Darling locked us out. Oklahoma and Illinois are in a recruiting battle. But Clayton McMichael added to the board is not too shabby whatsoever. He's a pretty good player. And we need to put him in his ranking. And then Alonzo Matty can go right there. That's a pretty decent... Deron Harvin I kind of knew we weren't going to get. Boyette's not shocker. Sampson locked us out already. All right, so the recruiting class is coming together. We got a lot of 5-stars. We're the number 4 class in the country right now with 7 5-stars, and that's not even counting, obviously, the transfer portal. And we still have a chance for some 5-stars. We still have a chance for 4 more 5-stars. And right now, we're in a good position to get all of them. So there's still a world where we can get every single person on our list that is left on there with 5-stars. Tremaine Balaga, we're looking good for. Ramon Cushing, I can go all in now on a 50 because I have the hours. So let's go all in for 50. You know what? I could probably just go all in on all these guys. We have 450 hours, so let's just chuck a bunch of hours on every single person. Why not? We have the capabilities, and we're still going to have plenty of hours left over. And I'm sure our influence will continue to grow. as we build this up. And I think I'm just going to use the last of these 250 hours. We might just waste them because I don't really think there's a need to add any more people to this board unless I can find some guards, maybe. We're going after 2 quarterbacks. We don't necessarily need any more. And I doubt there's anyone out there that's that good. I guess I can scout a couple. We have all the hours in the world. We can scout quarterbacks to find any ones that are like maybe diamonds in the rough, that are like super fast or something, or have a crazy good arm. I'll scout some quarterbacks and see what's there. And then I can toss some guards on the board since those are in need. This guy is not chosen. Oh, we're on the top. I don't think we can get in on that. I'll try. Why not? Why not try? Let's offer a scholarship. Toss 50 hours in. We'll see if we can get in that race. I doubt it, but maybe. We'll toss scholarships on these guys. And I have scouted Jermaine Jones a little bit before. And yeah, he had 75 speed. Okay, so there's a reason we took him off the board. So let's take him off the board again. Malachi Walters, do you have anything for me here? He's a gem. He's definitely a work in progress. Kind of similar to the other guys we're looking at. Very interesting. What about DeAndre Bush? Boosh. He is not very good, so we'll take him off the board. And then Manny Fulkerts. 87 throw power. 67 speed. He's got good accuracies. He probably isn't that bad of a player. He doesn't fit my playstyle very much, but he looks like a good passer. I'll toss a scholarship at him. I will toss a scholarship at him. I will also toss 25 hours on all of these guys. See if we can get in the running for them. We have 40 hours remaining. Malachi Walters, I'll toss a scholarship. And I'll toss 25. And then for Manny Fulkerts, I'll toss nothing because I'm added 10 hours to Tobias Yusuf. All right, there we go. That is recruiting. It's a lot of people on the board. Not all those guys are probably going to be there by the end of the season. We might take them off the board. But next episode, we've got Oklahoma and Clemson to wrap up the year. Obviously, the rivalry game with Clemson. Who passes, by the way? Who is now the number 1 team? Of course it is. Georgia at 9-1 is now the number 1 team in the country. How? How could they have passed us? Because they won 58-28? Really? Against the top 15 Auburn team. I mean, it couldn't be more name brand bias. Unbelievable. Whatever. We just got to continue to win games. We're never going to get the respect that we deserve. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. Join the Juice Club. Remember, we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me get to that mark, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And that's going to do it for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.